Alright gang, welcome back to our Can You Survive 25 Challenge. Here on Zielonka, it is now April, and we are putting down the second application here of fertilizer on our parsnip field that we drilled in the last episode. Now, I think initially in that previous episode, I had thought that we would probably be doing a lot of contracts in this episode, and I'm going to be honest with you, that is not the case. We are not going to be doing a lot of contracts today. We might do one, but we're not going to be doing a lot of them. Mostly because the two fields down there on Farm 2 are two fields that we actually created and drilled recently. They are both ready to harvest, which I was not expecting that at all. I had expected the carrots to be ready before the red beets, but they are both ready, and they're both able to be harvested today. So, based on that specifically alone, we're going to spend some time harvesting at least one of those fields today. We probably are going to save the other field for the next episode, more than likely. So we'll probably do the carrots today, which means we can start doing the carrot soup, which is good. I believe we still have some red beets. Well, I say some. I think we still have a lot of red beets in our production. We can actually go look at that really quick here. Let's see. Yeah, 15,000 are still in there for the red beets, so that's good. Goes relatively fast, but not too fast, so I like that. I don't want it to be too fast. We do have 1,660 liters of red beet soup, so I would assume a pallet spawned, unless the pallets are 2,000 liters. They might be 2,000 liters, actually. We'll find out, I guess, when we get closer here if one's spawned or not. We are going to need to move that trailer today. That trailer is in the way. We are going to do the carrot field first, as I mentioned, which is this field here, and that trailer will be in the way. So we're going to move that out of the way. I'm going to take this back. This fertilizer, I don't see a pallet, actually, so maybe it's 2,000 liters. Either way. I'm going to take this fertilizer spreader back and put it underneath the shed here. I'm going to grab the harvester, and then I'll unhook the harvester, move the trailer, and I'll be back with you when we're set up and ready to start harvesting that carrot field. All right, we are underway, gang. Carrots are going into the hopper here, which is good. And we're going to take those, put them into the trailer until the trailer's full, then we'll drop them off literally right behind us. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to... I'm not sure we're going to be able to put all the carrots in that production, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. I believe there's going to be too many carrots out of this field, and that production is not going to be able to store them. So, the problem that's going to come into play is, what are we going to do with these carrots, right? I guess we could just sell them outright, but as I showed you very early on, really don't make a whole lot of money if you go that approach, right? So that's probably not the smartest move. We can potentially try to see if we can find anything at all to store them, some kind of underground storage of some sort, but I don't think there's a whole lot that's been put out on Mod Hub yet. The other option is for us to get another shed, a bigger shed, with a good cement base on the ground, and we could dump all of this on the ground. What that would mean if we go that approach is we would have to get something that has for the ability for us to be able to pick it up with a bucket of some sort, right? And I don't think, I could be wrong, I don't think this tractor has the ability for that. I've been wrong many times before. As a matter of fact, let's look at that really quick. It's the 3650, right? Yeah, 3650. So if we go to here and we go to the John Deere 3650, yeah, it does have the front loader attached. Okay, never mind. So we can just get a front loader for it and we can take care of it that way. So that might be the way we have to go here. We'll have to see how things continue on here, how things continue to go. But that might be the approach, is to buy another shed of some sort that maybe has a little bit of a higher ceiling to it, has a good cement floor base, perhaps even a door on it that we can close. That way we keep them in an area where they can be, you know, stored and monitored and have an actual good temperature to them at all times, right? Yeah, that might be the way we have to go. I don't know yet. In any case, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. As you can see, there's some rain in the forecast today, which is a little bit unfortunate for us. Although I've mentioned it before, and I still think it's a true statement. I don't think the rain really matters much with root crops. I love rain in general, but it is not a good thing for most farmers. You really don't want the rain unless, obviously, you've recently planted your crops and you want the rain, obviously, to help water your crops and save you a little bit of money, right? But you don't want too much rain either. Like, too much is bad, too little is bad. You can never win. So there's full load here, 5,005. Whoa, just destroy it. Go ahead, Z. Just destroy the whole trailer. Go ahead, buddy. I gotta remember this thing is a lot heavier and it's hard to turn. Anyway. Alright, oh, well. I'm just ruining everything here at the beginning, aren't I? I'm just messing everything up. There we go. Alright, push this back down here. We'll get back going. So yeah, hopefully you're all doing well here. I mentioned a while ago that this series will probably be coming to a bit of a break for a little while, and I think that's going to be coming up here relatively soon. I'm not sure how long that break will be for. It probably won't be as long as you might intend or might think when I say break, but I think we're going to be taking a bit of a hiatus. As I mentioned, this is a series that is going to be running in some fashion to the very end of the life of Farming Simulator 25. Well, I guess I shouldn't say the end of the life, until the next Farming Simulator comes out, at least. So it's going to be a series that runs for a very, 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 very long time. And I know the other guys have already taken breaks, and I think it's about time for me to start taking a break from this series. And let's focus on the other three that I've got currently going on here. And then maybe here soon enough, once one of those gets a little bit closer to the goal line there, you start incorporating a new series, right? Speaking of that, I mentioned this, I don't know which episode, I don't know if it was on this series or another series, but the members only series that I put out once a month for my members, which links down below in the description if you want to become a member. I'm probably going to be doing another approach like I did, I don't know, 2 months ago, I guess, where we kind of go through trying to figure out a new challenge. I just want to have a couple of options to choose from for the next one, and it's not any time soon. It's probably 2-3 months out probably before we get to that point, but I still like to have it planned out ahead of time. So if you are watching this and you're a member, you got that to look forward to. I'm going to try to get that out maybe this weekend. If not this weekend, it might be on Monday. I don't know, but depends on if I have time and when I can do it. It'll probably be this weekend, though. I'll probably work on it this weekend and get it out this weekend. But we'll see. So for those of you that are not members, the reason why I'm saying that is keep an eye out, right? There might be a new series coming sooner than later. I've got some really good ideas in the back of my head. It's just a matter if I can make them, you know, they might be good ideas on paper, but once you actually get into the game, right, and you start trying to set it up, it may not, you know, come off as well as you might anticipate, if that makes any sense. We're cruising along here nicely, gang, and I probably could just unload this directly into the production instead of putting it in the trailer. I probably should have just did that. That would have probably been much easier, but oh well. I'm happy we expanded this field. We're going to get a lot more out of this way compared to what we did have at the very beginning. If you remember, I expanded it pretty quickly once I bought that sawmill, or the chainsaw, excuse me, and then I went over here to get rid of that little tree. It just completely disappeared, so guess what I'm trying to say is I didn't really need to wait as long as I did, because I could have did that at the very beginning. That's alright. I'm just going to try unloading it here. I'm going to see if it works. I think it will, but let's just find out. Yep, it works perfect. So we can just unload it directly from this. There's no reason not to. That way we can get started on the carrots. So let's get to work on this, gang. It's going to take us a while. It's a little cloudy today, so I know it's not the best, probably, quality for watching, because it's not going to be, you know, it's going to be a little bit darker, right? It's not as bright, but rain's in the forecast, so we got to get going here. Let's get to work. We're making some good progress here, gang. We still got, I don't know, 1/4 of the field left to do, 1/3 of the field left to do. Something like that. I believe our production is full, which is a bit unfortunate. Not really what we wanted to see. We have enough money we could put a second one down. I talked about the potential we'd have to put a second one down, right? I don't necessarily know if that's what I want to do today, though. I think we're going to probably have to, though, because we're going to run out of room in this trailer pretty quickly here. The trailer can only hold so much, and there is a lot more on the ground there. So the odds are that's what we're going to have to do today. Let's see. Yeah, it is maxed out. It is maxed out. Carrot soup is activated, so that's good. We got that going. I guess what we could do is also turn on the, what's it called? Preserved food carrots. I guess we could turn that on as well. Might be able to help chew through that a little bit faster. We're going to have to do the same thing for the red beets. So maybe we do that. Maybe we turn those on. Maybe that'll help chew through those a little bit quicker. I still think we're going to have to find something, unfortunately, today. Whether that's what I talked about, right? Either putting down another production or putting in that building and then dropping some of this on the ground. And then, you know, fitting a front loader to the front of the tractor here and then getting a bucket, right? It's probably the approach we're going to go is the ladder there. Doing the front loader and then, you know, just getting a bucket for it and then being able to pick them up and put it into the actual trailer itself and dump them that way. That's probably the approach we're going to go with. But let me see how much more we can fit in the trailer here. See how much more we're able to harvest here. I think this is going to be it. When we have another full trailer here, I think that's all it's going to be able to accept, and I'm not even sure it's going to accept all of it. So when I say another trailer full, I'm talking about the harvester, sorry. When we have another harvester load full, I think that's going to be the extent. I don't think we're going to be able to, unfortunately, put any more in the trailer but that. I think it'll be full at that point. We already extended that trailer, too. The only other option is to buy potentially another trailer. That might be the cheapest option, having 2 trailers, at least for a limited time. I don't know. There's a lot of things to think about. Let me continue on here. Let's do a bit of a jump cut here. That time lapse is long enough. We'll do a bit of a jump cut. All right, moment of truth here. I don't know. Maybe we will be able to get one more. Actually, I think we're going to. It was only 50-something% full, so I think we're going to. Well, not much more, but we'll be able to get a little bit more, so we might as well go ahead and knock out, I guess, another row. So there's still a lot of carrots here, clearly, so we are going to have to think about it a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do is the front loader approach. Just means I got to be able to find some kind of a building of a shed of something that's relatively inexpensive, right? We don't want to spend a ton of money. That front loader is going to cost 10 grand minimum. When you factor in, you know, doing the service to the tractor to allow a front loader and then buying the front loader itself, it's going to be about 10 grand. The bucket's probably a couple grand. So all in all, that's 12 grand just to be able to set the tractor up properly to be able to pick these up off the ground. So that leaves us with around $34,000, somewhere around in there, between now and being able to find some kind of shed like that, or storage, or whatever it may be. I'm going to go up this row one more time here, and then we'll unload the rest of these into the trailer, and then I will go out to Mod Hub and see if I can find anything. I don't think I have anything specifically installed right now that will work. At least not that I'm looking for, at least. I want it to be relatively, I want it to look good, right? I don't want it to just plop something down just because. And it is full, just like that. Just like that. So I'm going to take this over here to the production. I'm just going to let it sit there and continue to unload while I see if I can figure out what we're going to do, right? I'm just going to go off camera here for a minute. I'm going to see if I can figure out what we're going to do. Let's see if I can figure out what we're going to do here. Okay, so I decided to go with the silo, gang. This is a multi-fruit silo. I utilize this silo a lot. I was trying to do something different on this series with the silo, but unfortunately, this is really the only thing out there right now. There is an actual true to real life root crop storage out there. Way too expensive. We're nowhere near that amount of money. Not going to be anywhere near that amount of money for a long time. Maybe in the future here we'll upgrade to that, but for now, we're going to utilize this. It should work. It does. So we utilize this. It's good anyway because we can store other crops in here too for us. You know, if we do any kind of harvest or anything like that, you always get a little bit of a bonus, a little bit of extra, right? Maybe there's a potential for us to, if it's a big enough contract, to stop the selling, the auto selling of that, store it, and go ahead and drop it into our silo, right? But for now, whether it's long-term or temporary, we're going to stick it right there. I like where it's at as well. Pretty much behind it, there's not a whole lot that can be done back there. We may put a few other small, minor things back there, but this is easy access to the road and everything else, so I like where it is. And that means we'll be able to store a whole lot of carrots and everything else and not have to put down a second production unless we really want to. But again, if we wanted to do a second production, it was going to take up more money than that silo cost. We would have no money basically at all right now, as that matter of fact. So I think that's a better approach for us for now, so that's what we're going to go with. We got a few more. When I say a few more, it's a lot more. A lot more passes here to complete this, but it shouldn't take too much longer. So I'll get at it here, gang. We'll get this field all taken care of. I'll harvest it up, and then we can get the plow out and plow it up. All right, we're nearly done here, gang. I'm going to talk a little bit more because I don't think I did a good enough job of explaining it. The reason why we went with the silo more than anything is I attempted some different sheds. The sheds that I could find that were a reasonable price, something that we could afford, they just simply weren't tall enough for me to be at, or they weren't wide enough in the price range that we wanted to be at for me to be able to get the trailer in there and or the harvester itself here. It was a bit of an issue, so tried all those different things. They weren't working out, so I decided just to, you know, screw it. We'll go with the silo, and so that's what we did. Just wanted to be a little bit more clear about that because I don't think I was as clear as I should have been. So we're going to unload the rest of these in here. I don't know if it's actually going to accept them all now that I see the amount that are in there. It's going to be close. Didn't think it would. Didn't think it would. Might get lucky. Maybe they'll be able to go into the production here, the 757 liters. Let's give that a shot. Then we'll go take the trailer there, and we're going to unload it over there. We'll get the plow out and plow this field up. We're not going to re-drill it today, but we're going to plow it today. Just get it in preparation for the following episode. Not quite. All right. Well, that kind of sucks. So let's unhook that for now. We'll go over here. We'll drop these off into the silo itself. We're able to get the whole field harvested before the rain got here, so even if it was going to be an issue, we got it done. Sorry, gang, I had to go off camera there for a minute. I got into a bit of a coughing fit, which is not something that I'm used to. That doesn't really happen to me. I don't know what happened there. Must have got choked up somehow when I was talking to you. Couldn't breathe or something. I don't know what was going on, but either way, that is all done. Actually, I think I'm just going to leave the trailer right here. I think it's a good spot for it. Just leave it right there. Let's go grab the plow here. We'll get this field plowed up, and then hopefully at that point we'll be able to unload the rest of the carrots into the production. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. There are some decent contracts out there today, gang, but I just don't think we're going to have time to do it. Since we decided to do the bigger field today, obviously the next episode we're going to likely do the beet field here. It is a little bit smaller, a lot smaller really, which means we should have time to be able to go ahead and plow that up, or harvest it, plow it up, and then also drill this field, right? So well, what happened there? Just changed the ground texture there. Did you see that? Weird. Alright, this field is done, gang, and look what in the distance has spawned over there. You see it? We got a pallet, gang. We've finally got a pallet from the production, which is good, man. Let's, no, get off the worker. No, don't get on the worker. Let's see here. What do we got? Red beet soup, 2,000. Yeah, so 2,000. That's what we were waiting on. Freaking paid the workers on accident when I'm trying to pick up the stupid plow. Anyway, I'm gonna go put this away, and we're done here, gang. We're going to leave the episode at this point. Next episode, we'll re-drill that field over there. We'll harvest this field, probably re-drill this field as well. And we'll see what else we can get into. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would greatly appreciate if you considered smashing the like and the subscribe button on the case you haven't done so. Both of those would help me out an absolute ton, gang. Liking the video is by far the best way to help me and the channel out. Thoughts, questions, comments, ideas. You know the drill. Put them down below. New silo, carrot harvest, beet harvest to come. Production's going well. Things are running as smoothly as they can be. Thanks so much to my members, gang. See you in the next one.